Hi there, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 7 of the Teen Take. I'm your host Kavya Bhardwaj, and today we're talking about something that's blowing my mind Nepal. And what happens when you actually truly believe in the system and bring real change to it. Just last season, in one of our episodes, we talked about the total destruction ripping through Nepal. The earthquakes, political chaos, corruption scandals that left the country in ruins. We even made a song on it.
Nepal shake, Guptic pose, Gen Z protest, chaos grow, Myanmar, tremor scars, temples falling, wrecking just.
That was less than a year ago. Can you imagine? And now so much has happened. In this series of good news of the Teen Take, we're going to be talking about how Nepal is showing us how to give importance to real people, real fixes, and youth power. It's humble, it's bold, and it's packed with the data that proves it's working. So let's dive deep.
Keep me rocking on the same line when we get high in my breakdown.
Okay, first things first, these aren't your typical old school politicians. Nepal's got a Gen Z government leading the change. The Prime Minister, he's a rapper. Yes, a legit artist who's dropping policies instead of albums. According to a BBC report from March 2026, he's rallied over 500,000 young voters in his music turned manifesto. And the Home Minister, he's a DJ spinning real change. Kathmandu Post covered how this duo's youth cabinet, average age 28 per Nepal's election commission data, has slashed VIP culture overnight. Speaking of VIP, politicians in so many countries jet around in private planes, right? Well, not here. In Nepal, they don't even go via business class. They fly economy just like us. A viral video from Nepal's police's official X account in February 2026 showed the PM boarding a regular flight and police openly checking politicians' vehicles. No red carpets, no sirens, pure humility. The current ruler is so grounded, he straight up banned his own photo in official events, as reported by the Himalayan Times. According to their analysis, this quote-unquote no hero worship policy has boosted public trust by 35% in approval polls. Now the big one you all need to hear is asset deposition. Every single previous politician, from ex-PMs to ministers, has 30 days to declare all assets publicly. No extensions, no loopholes. Nepal's Commission for Investigation of Abuse of Authority (CIAA) announced this in January of 2026, and as of April, over 80% compliance per their dashboard. That's 1,200 plus officials disclosing properties worth NPR 500 billion. That's about 3.7 billion US dollars. The Kathmandu Post reported hidden assets like luxury villas in Dubai and offshore accounts are being seized, with NPR 10 billion already recovered. This is what accountability looks like. No more deposit your corruption. It's a deposit your truth or face jail. Shifting gears to education, there are no more exams for kids up to the 5th grade. The Ministry of Education's 2026 policy, cited in a World Bank assessment, says this reduces dropout rates by 22%, already freeing 1.2 million primary students from stress. Imagine learning without tests crushing your vibe. A digital revolution can also be seen in this nation, with passports now issued online in 3 days, which used to be 45 less than a year ago, with over a 95% approval rate. And guess what? Even driver's license are fully digitalized via apps, with 1.5 million processed since the launch. Even land registries are blockchain based, cutting fraud by 40% as per a UN development program reported from Q1 of 2026. This isn't we'll do it someday. This is something that's actually been implemented with an action plan tracking progress on a public dashboard that can be seen by every citizen in Nepal. There's also a huge win in the healthcare system due to the fact that 10% of all hospital beds are now reserved for the underprivileged. Nepal's health ministry mandate, effective from March 26, allocates 5,200 beds nationwide out of 52,000 total per WHO data, free for low income families. That's helped 150,000 patients already, with maternal mortality down 15% in pilot districts. And we're still not done. The youth has combated youth unemployment. Yeah, it's crazy. New skills programs train 300,000 under 25s in tech and tourism, dropping unemployment from 19% to now only 12.5%, according to Nepal's labor force survey of 2026. And ever since the dramatic earthquakes, there's been over 1.2 trillion NPR invested in resilient infrastructure, rebuilding 80% of damaged homes per Asian Development Bank. And the current government, moreover, has 40% female cabinet seats and microloans to 500,000 women entrepreneurs, boosting GDP contribution by 8%, according to the World Bank Gender Report. There's also been a massive change in sustainability. Hydropower now at 5,000 megawatt capacity, up to 50% year over year, making Nepal 90% renewable. And anti-corruption apps, you may ask? That's 50,000 reports filed, leading to 200 arrests, according to CIA quarterly one data. Alright guys, let's wrap our heads around this. Nepal shows exactly how the system should work. Humble, transparent, backed with real action. Take their GDP. It hit 5.8% growth in 2025, right on the IMF projection, all because youth leaders believe in fixing things from within. Nepal's flipping the corruption narrative that is prevalent in countless countries. Full asset disclosures, uncovering billions, digital systems for quick passports and licenses with no bribes. It's practical stuff that works, and we can all take notes here. Coming up in the next few episodes, we'll dig deeper, critiquing the system as a whole, the global breakdowns and fixes. But right now, Nepal is the solid good news we all need. This is what happens when you believe in system and push real change. This is what happens when leaders keep it humble and data backed, skipping business class for economy. This is what happens when Gen Z, when the youth steps up. Nepal is showing us the way, and it's our move next. To conclude, the next episode hits the bigger picture on the system, but I really hoped you've liked this particular episode. Follow us on Instagram, which is the teentake_org, for more updates, and I will see you in the next episode coming very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.